Your throat tightens up, your voice leaves you, your words begin to trail off, and for some reason you start to sweat. These are but a few symptoms of PTSD or anxiety, which being a smaller version or a less prominent version of PTSD. And I have come a long way, but these are all things that I experienced while giving my first speech in speech class. And these are things that I think need to be um, hashed out and addressed. And I've done that in a myriad of ways over the years, from pharmaceutical medications to trauma therapy to even hospitalization. And something that I've discovered recently is how psychedelics can assist a person in overcoming some of these ailments and issues. 70% of people have experienced a post-traumatic stress event or one that could lead to it, that being a near-death experience. And 25% of people have experienced this multiple times. It is uncommon, and as of recently, it is becoming more known amongst the public. The thing about it is that post-traumatic stress and anxiety are no longer stigmatized. And you can also heal from post-traumatic stress disorder. And trauma and anxiety can lead to post-traumatic growth. And I'm here to discuss how psychedelics could assist in this growth. Speaking from personal experiences, the medications I've taken have given me side effects. Some that I don't like, including weight gain and disassociativeness. And therapy has at times been excessively draining. There was one time me and my therapist, we absolutely had a falling out about just how hard she was pushing. And I didn't go see her for weeks. But psychedelics are fairly new and groundbreaking. On the effect of psychedelics and PTSD, Stan Broth stated that psychedelics is to the brain what the telescope is to astronomy. Most currently used psychotherapies from treatment to PSD are exposure-based therapies. These rely on imaginal visualization, traumatic events, and exposure to trauma related that trigger fear responses. The goal is to extinguish conditioned fear and cues associated with trauma by desensitization to fearful stimuli and learn that trauma is not reenacted in real time. MDMA, ketamine, cannabis, and other pharmaceutical profiles differ substantially from classical psychedelics. MDMA in 1985, known as a party drug, and the U.S. Enforcement Administration placed it as a Schedule 1 drug. And so, in spite of its initial therapeutic use, no clinical trials were conducted until the year 2000. And since then, MDMA has been investigated for treatment of PTSD, alcohol use disorder, social anxiety, and autistic adults. And 2/3 of the people who were in the trials for MDMA shown enhanced introspection and increased interpersonal trust, which can benefit the therapeutic alliance. Patients have gone on to show a change in their outlook. And the change in their outlook is something that a drug like mushrooms has also provided. I haven't tried MDMA personally, but I have tried mushrooms on a few occasions, and the experience that I got was indescribable. And the thing that I can best describe it as is giving you this existential awareness and making all of your problems seem smaller than they really are. Another drug on that list was cannabis, and it is the one that I've had the most experience with, and I can attest to the fact that it doesn't leave a lot of side effects, if hardly any. Um, Not like the medications that I had been taking. From an article by Veterans of Foreign Affairs, there was a quote that one of the biggest takeaways from this study is that veterans with PTSD can use cannabis as self-managed diagnosis, at least in short term, and not experience a plethora of side effects or worsening symptoms. In conclusion, psychedelic drugs have proven that they can be effective in helping people deal with all sorts of trauma, and I'm excited about the future of it. And just like anything, everything in moderation. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.